What's up, y'all? Happy 8/8. All right, these are collective and timeless. So just take what resonates. This room, the light is out, and so I like to do candlelight. Sorry, not sorry if it's not your vibe. So, all right. So the energy that's coming to me from this is that okay, there were several songs, and there are a few about money, and the line that stood out to me, I think it was a Pitbull song, is something, life's a bitch, so fuck you, pay me. And he's like, love me or hate me, I don't care, and that sort of thing. And then the Roar by Katy Perry was one of the songs which I felt like was ironic with the lion's portal. But she talks about how she had to learn so much the hard way, and she stood for nothing until she got knocked down, and then she got back up, and then she got her thunder back, essentially. So this is kind of what I'm getting from this. And then right before I came on here, I'm like, this is probably I don't know how many nights in a row, like a week now there's been 1 or 2 nights where he went to sleep earlier than 11:30. I think we're past 11:30 now, and he's still trying me. And there's this like push from the divine to use there's illusions being cast of you being in burnout. And what I'm getting is that, because I had that moment too of like, you're just sick of pushing through the mud kind of feeling, like, when am I going to get through the freaking birth canal type of thing. And yeah, like it's very laborious type of thing. And they're saying, switch it up. Like, recognize that, like, this is the new world that we're creating. I'm feeling this crazy kind of power coming over me as I'm speaking this. Not really that crazy, but just like, because I kept getting this image that there's been little pieces that have been coming together lately of like just reworking your mindset of like, what's so wrong about having to start over a bunch of times? What's so wrong about falling and failing and making mistakes? And there's also this piece about like money and rethinking your concept and your belief around money, and also like not playing into that. I've played into that, like, because making sure he's not getting up. And I'm going to try to get to the card. I'm kind of pulling them from them too, but like, I've had such a struggle with that. And sometimes there's things like attachments to other people. I was just listening to a read about that. They're blocking your blessings, but it's also our beliefs and being someone who's resourceful, and like the little things like that, where it's like, no, I don't need more. Or I don't, I'm good. And you push it away. And so, there's this realization that like money is beautiful, like money is spiritual, money is freedom, money is the ability to create more, money is opportunity, money can be all these other things when you're detached from it, and when you have the right intention behind it, and when you're at that point of like, okay, whatever, it is what it is, like, this isn't working anymore, like, we can't be in stagnancy any longer, or we can't, like, I can't move forward because I don't have any money, there's no opportunity, like, whatever it is. So that's just kind of what's all coming together, is that like this acceptance of kind of where you are in the journey, and giving yourself the credit and because we got the Queen of Pentacles down here. And the Queen of Pentacles doesn't even just, she represents like abundance and practicality, and she's very like responsible and very, I always think of like intelligent. I don't know if that's the right like word necessarily, but like, she's smart. She like knows how to handle shit. Like she's not the Nine of Pentacles technically, but like she knows how to work, how to make her life work, like how to keep the tree of life growing, and that's what's on top of her head. And so there's kind of that, and they're kind of giving too, like with that Roar song, and just it being the portal that we're in, and like anyone who's resonating with this, or you've been on this journey for a while, it's like, give yourself the freaking credit of how much you've been through. And you know, it's maybe, and I mean, I try to always remember to take mental notes when I speak this stuff, but like making a point to like sit down and write what it is that you really are needing right now that you're not getting, and how can you, okay, they're giving like be open to that coming to you, so that you're not kind of in that like greed and aggression about it, so that you're not angry, but that you're like open to receiving it and being like, I really need this, and please, you know, creating a way to speak it that's, and from a place of like love, of like, I've been lacking this and I need it now. I need to feel this comfort. Like I need to feel this security. I don't know. This is just coming to me, but it feels really good speaking that, because it's not something that I'm used to either. I've never done this before. I mean, I've written down things that I want to bring in, but I've never done it in that way. So that may be for some, maybe helpful to somebody. Because there is a lot of that with the feeling. There's a lot of spiritualists who speak that is like getting into that vibration of whatever it is that you want to be or bring in is what brings it to you. So, because I think a lot of it is just like gratitude, because then you're detached. But let's not make it more complicated. All right, so, there's a crazy mix of energies out here. It's not that crazy, but it's like, okay, so what I'm also kind of getting from this is it's like, there's a need to like work with the energies that are you're dealing with. And like, they're kind of giving this, like, not even like it's a test, but they're like, you've got this. So like, you know, figure out how to make this work for you. Like find that flow, and like feel your power. You know, I don't know, y'all. This just was coming to me. See, and I'm like wanted to get mad at him and go yell at him, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna do this because I feel called to do it. So, because you got to get your chariot upright again. Something about addiction, codependency. Okay, but you got this King of Cups on the bottom, which is giving a really powerful indicator that like your emotions are really good, are in a really, like you're cool and calm, and you're ready for this new venture. And this, I'm getting like this death is like, it doesn't matter how hard-headed you are, like how stubborn you are when you're trying to fight something, it's going to happen. Like it's whatever it is, there's this closing of the cycle. And to me, that kind of goes together with like, they're like, okay, this cycle or whatever it is closing out. And you have to, now you need to figure out how to handle the energies that are in your life and what it is that you want and need to bring in and that you want to create. There's a lot of like, blank slate kind of energy. They're kind of like giving like, you've learned enough now that you can have a higher perspective and that you can manage the energies that are in your life and figure out the bigger picture of what you want to do type of thing. Like there's a lot of like, own your shit, like own your power, realize how powerful you are. There's a lot of that that's coming through. Because yeah, I'm getting that, like, okay, let's just wrap it up here, because this was an interesting mix of things. So I'm getting to that there's like either karma for your enemies, or they're at a standstill, or they're kind of getting a hit of their own medicine type of thing, or they're getting like a hit of what they tried to throw at you. So that's kind of another reason that the divine is like, take this opportunity right now to really be honest with yourself about what it is that you're like, I cannot deal with this anymore. And, you know, how can I make it better? And get yourself back in the driver's seat of like, okay, I got this. Like, it's me. I'm co-creating. Like, it's me. And just like sit with that feeling. Like, yeah, know that you're a powerful manifester, you know, and it's like that may be the reason why you're dealing with such craziness, because the people around you are aware of that too. You know, like this with my kid, it's just annoying as hell and random and very, very frustrating. It's one of those, because it's like, of course, you know, I feel like a lot of us on this journey, this is just like finishing up with a personal note of like, I love nighttime, and it's my time to like contemplate or regroup on things. So it's like, you know, and that it's easy for me to go into that place of feeling suffocated, but it's like, that's the stuff I need to write down of like, how can I create more space and freedom in my life and whatever. So, we'll end it with that Page of Wands on the bottom, because there may be that may be what it is that you need to, maybe it's that you need to say, surprise me to the universe and say, bring me a new adventure. Like, they're kind of giving, there's a little bit of that kind of like magical, like occult like energy that it's like, they're like, we're trying to give you like more rain, kind of is what I'm getting. Like, we're trying to give you more rain of like, you know how to handle things. So don't get overwhelmed, because you've already been at this place that you know how to handle what's going on. So use it, like prove it to yourself kind of thing, that you can manifest better and more and new ventures. All right, I think I've talked for long enough. I love you guys. You're badass, okay?